Welcome in, everyone. Hello. Happy Thanksgiving Eve day. And if you're catching the replay, welcome and thank you for being here. My name is Gail and I am with Gail Designs. And this is my regular scheduled day and time. So I didn't want to change that because I know I'm going to be busy. I have things to do with my great grandkids and today. And so I don't want to miss out on that. Anyway, so I have already started. I've pressed a shirt, and then that's a HTV. I created the design myself, and I used the smart. I always make notes on my boxes. But anyway, so I used the smart iron on, and without the mat, and um, and it peels really easy. I've pressed it, but I haven't taken the carrier sheet off yet, so I'll do that now because it does need to have a cool peel. And so hopefully it didn't cool off too much. But anyhow, so, oh, yeah, okay. It actually, I need to press it some more. Um, because it's coming off, and I think because it cooled too much. Um, but this is the design, and so it's the odometer, and so it's like my son. I want him to wear it now because he'll be 50 in January, so it's changing from 49 to 50. All right, so I have to heat the press again, even though we are storming. And that's why I wanted to get started, is because we're storming. And, if you've ever been in Texas during a storm, lightning, thunder, the whole fireworks things. Welcome. Hello, Laura. Welcome in. And D. Smith, thank you for being here and moderating. And Sharon Davenport, thank you for being here. I was going to say, I told some people, it's like, I'm going to show up. It's my regular time. I'm going to show up and just be here for who comes in. My other thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be brushing in this shirt. I want to wear it tomorrow. Oh, wait, StreamYard. I'm in Restream. Hey, Jess, welcome in. Let me go. Let me go here and move that one over. So this is a design from Craftable Things. It's an older one. I don't know if she has it on her website or Etsy. I know she gave it to the members. So if you are a member, go in and look in the member section, because she doesn't delete the things. So it's thankful, loved, and blessed. And this thankful can be a standalone design. This here is #thankful. This one I got off Design Bundles Plus, and I use the crystal volcano on it. So I did, this F fits down into the L. So, but I am going to make one also that just says thankful. So I had recently made a shirt using the rainbow. And so I love that. And so I'm going to be doing the thankful and the baby's booties. All the rhinestones are the baby's booties. And so I'm going to be using the rainbow for the thankful. Then the loved and these hearts down below are going to be fuchsia because I like that combination. And then I was looking at my shirt at how I was looking at this at how the rainbow, which is the center color, how the colors shift in that. And so I was thinking I wanted to get like the use like the peridot in there. And um I had just moved um all of my rhinestones. Hi Cheryl H. I had just moved my rhinestones over to this on the other side of my table, and I was going through them to look for the peridot. And the first thing that I came across, as far as the greens go, and I am starting to put them up on the shelf, is olivine. So I sprinkled some olivine onto this shirt, and it looks like it's going to go pretty good. So I'm going to go with the olivine, and for the blessed and the ampersand. So I'll get started with that while my heat press is still while my heat press is still warming up. So I know we're all well, I don't know that we're all busy, but most of us are busy. Um, I'm going to be going over, and the great grandson wasn't ready to make his teacher ornaments. I just want to get that glitter part done while we have time. We'll do the faces on the ornaments later. And then, of course, I have all the boxes to make. So um, one has 2 teachers and the other one has 6 teachers. So anyway, my lights are going in and out. So hopefully my power will stay on. Um, or maybe it's like the lightning that I see flickering. But what are you guys all doing today? And I appreciate you being here um, uh, today. I was supposed to be at the families all day today, and then with the kids, and while everybody else was out, at doctors and stuff like that. But then they had the calendar was incorrect. She was looking at the wrong page. So, but you're having internet issues. So if I don't answer, let's make sure to click. Okay. So yes, please, everybody, click the like button. I was in a premiere this morning while I was getting things cut out, and but I made sure that I clicked the like button. And sometimes sometimes you just find like little there's this looks like snow because it's a round bead. I just have a little jar here that I put all the little things in. Um, Let me go ahead and press this. I like that shirt. All I did was I did a square, and I'll probably do a tutorial on it because we are heading into a 25-day challenge that begins December 1st, and we need to do little videos um, starting December 1st, and we have to post them to either IG, Instagram, or to our Facebook page. So I haven't been posting on my page in a while. Um, because I was actually using it as like a Facebook group, but then nobody could chat. So I need to convert that over so I can do this. The page is supposed to be posting my stuff that I have for sale. Cheryl, I don't normally watch you Wednesday because my friends come over for a crafting day on Wednesdays. Oh, are they here today? Hey, Jennifer, welcome in. I'm glad you're here, Cheryl. I know you come. I know night out crafting on Mondays is not a problem for you because I had a lot of Californians in and Vegas. So um, Vegas is Pacific time. New Mexico is Mountain time. New Mexico and Utah Mountain time. Maybe Idaho. I don't know. Jennifer, what are you working on? I think you posted you had just finished something. I know you got your tree skirt done. Sorry, I'm out of camera. I'm just brushing away, moving it. Not today. We're all prepping for dinner tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like I said, I had planned on going over to the family's house today. Wednesday's my normal day to go over and help with homework, but we don't have homework during break. So I still go over and do something fun and with the kids. And so my daughter-in-law has me to make oh yeah, you're at work. I always took because I worked in the hospital, I always took Wednesday through Friday off, went back, even if I wasn't doing anything. And but I just the hospital is doctors don't schedule surgeries, so it's only emergency. So it's just really boring. And the boss will always find something for you to do, and it's something like refile all the things that you've already filed and stuff. So it's like I would just take because I was the senior person there, and I would take Wednesday through Friday off and come back on Monday. And then when I got into cyber Monday, then I would come back Tuesday. I know the girls were really excited when I retired, the ones that, you know, were under me. Okay, it looks like Thankful is done now. Zipper, I just put my hand, I just put my hand down and took out the L. And I'll just let you know that's normal for me. I in some way get finish brushing them in and do something fun like that. Either I put the tool down too heavy. Here I'm spilling all over the table. I am putting it in the right container. That's a bonus. So back to today. So when I finish here, I'll be going over to their house and we'll get the little misters glitter ornament. Oh, actually, so I'm going to be making the angel eggs, which are actually deviled eggs, but We don't invite the devil in the house, so we call them angel eggs. The grandkids, great grandkids named them that. So anyway, so while the eggs are boiling, because she usually does it for me, like in her air fryer, but they get burnt. So I don't like that. I'll cook them on the stove, and as long as they're not using the stove, so I'll cook them on the stove, and then while that's happening, I'll be doing some glitter ornaments with my little mister. He's old enough to do it on his own, but I do want to supervise him because he's a boy and he loves to see what will happen if I just add a lot of glue in there. What if I dump a lot of glitter in there? What's that going to look like? So he needs to be supervised. I think he needs to be supervised. Anyway, um, so welcome in, Merlinda. Hi, Anna Smith. Welcome in. Hey, Gail in chat. And the bush is prepping for dinner. Tom and finishing Christmas decorating. And so, so I have I put my tree up for oh wait, I put my tree up for the craft the halls, and I had the lights on, and with the lights on, then it just looked like I had an open window. You can really see the tree. And so I hadn't even fully fluffed it out. So I took everything off, and I've been fluffing it out when I feel like it. You know, I can't stand for long. And then I had some ornaments on here, but then my chair knocks them off. So I'm like, okay, we're just going to let it be. I am let it be, let it flow, whatever. You know, it's like I'm not going to stress on anything. And so anyhow, so that's my tree. And then my garlands that go on the tree, I just hung on the curtain just so I know where they are. But it'll be good. Nobody comes over here. It's just for me and now for all of you. So anyway, um so before let me get back to here and maybe here. Restream has different, here's their big and then small. And I'm using my mouse as if you can see it. So this is the big one, this is the small one. Um, so before this ends up getting too bad, let me check this HTV. All right. Whoops. You know what I think that corner is because it's off the, oh boy. Sorry. It's those upper corners, and I think it's because they were off the plat, and gotta be mindful of that. So I'm giving the shirt to my son tonight when he gets off work, and then if the design is too big, I'll make him another one and just put this one in the shop. But I know, so the story behind that is they're like already this is he does not like to celebrate his birthday, and his wife keeps him at 39. He has 39 on his cake every year, his candles, 39. The kids haven't caught on yet that Pow Pow is 39 every year. And that's because she's a year younger than him. And if he goes ahead and claims 40, then she has to be 40, you know. And so, anyhow, um, but it's just, he was just laying there and he says, I guess he was looking at some designs because then he says, "Oh, I should get this shirt." And she right away sent me a picture of it, and she goes, "Hey, can you make this?" And I did. I whipped it out, uh, and she's like, "Cool." And she never said anything about it. Well, I wanted to post it. Of course, I can't post it until I make it and claim it, you know, and so it's like, well, let me go ahead and make it because in January he will be 50, not 49 turning 50. So he could wear it now. And thank you, Dee. Um and so anyway, so as I'm like making it, and it was really easy to weed. As I was making it, I'm like, well, I should make mine because I'm 69 and I'll be turning 70. And um so I should make mine, but I'll use glitter. I'll use the white glitter um, for mine. Speaking of glitter, because I made glitter in here the other day, last Saturday. Um, there's glitter all over my platen and everything. And whoops. Oh, I ran off the. I didn't. I made it big enough because I measure it and then I add a little bit so that it's extra. But I didn't. I didn't. I ran off. But I have, where did it go? But I saved my scraps just for this kind of occasion. So it's going to be perfect to put a little piece here. So it would be fun if my son wears it for dinner tomorrow. So I know I haven't finished my egg story. So we'll be making the eggs today, and the kids will wear their new aprons that I've made them, and they'll be my little sous chefs. And oh, Kelly, I'm sorry, I didn't know. My condolences. So my son, he always wants me to have the eggs done and drop them off early in the morning, and then I can come back home and do whatever I want. And then, so this way, they'll already be at his house, and so he can have them first when it, or he doesn't normally eat breakfast, but if those eggs are there, he'll eat those eggs. He loves those eggs. And that's the reason why, because otherwise we would just have traditional Mexican meal, but he wants eggs, and I'm okay with that. And so I was going to take some cranberry sauce, and the cranberry sauce I have that I just discovered is the berry and your uncle's, your husband's uncle. anyway, is the berry. And so since I'm introducing the little ones to cranberry sauce, I thought, oh no. So now I got to go to the store and get that the sauce one, the um the gel, I guess it's called. Okay, so this piece is done. Where'd my little I just had it and I tossed it because I didn't think I needed it. Where'd it go? I don't want to spend a lot of time looking for it. And I guess as soon as I cut this, I'll find it. I just need something to stick under this. All right, so the thankful part is done. Let's see about our shirt. I hope this is going to be good because I wanted him to, I wanted to give it to him today. All right. So, oh, I feel like I'm just all over the place. Okay, that's what the problem was, is that it just wasn't getting pressed in that corner, the two corners. Um, so anyway, so he's actually excited and about 50 and and three of the four kids live here in Texas, not here. And of course then the little ones will need to come back because they're going to be moving out of state. I remember, hmm, I remember one of his birthdays, he just didn't even want to celebrate it. And he just didn't want us to celebrate. And I says, this makes me sad because, he's actually my rainbow child. My daughter, before him had passed away. So, I didn't even know it was called Rainbow Child. I just knew I couldn't throw anything of his away, and now I understand why. So, and anyway, but yeah, so the being in the military kind of he didn't want to celebrate anymore. So one year he finally gave in because I says, well, I really want to celebrate you because, you know, I'm happy that you're here. And so then he let us take us out. Excuse me. He let us take him, yeah, out to dinner. But the rule was nobody was to say happy birthday. We get through all the dinner and then it's time for dessert. And the little miss says, Papa, what are you going to order for your birthday? Your birthday cake. And then she started crying immediately because because he said anybody that mentions happy birthday has to go sit in the car. So she realized what she did, and then she was crying, and of course, it's just it just melts my heart watching him hold the grandbabies. He's a good dad. So I'm being careful, not to stretch this vinyl, and it is looking good. The other thing that I like about this smart vinyl is it's soft. You know, it well, I guess because I usually use um for me when I use HTV, I use glitter, so it is stiff. Wait, let's go. Let me figure this out. All right. So that's a shirt. I know to me it looks crooked, but it is not when I'm looking at here. So oldometer. So, and all I did was just take like a square, made it rectangle, and put another square in and sliced it out to get this thin frame. And then I did the same with up here, and then these two here. And then I put the numbers in and kind of sliced them out. And the same with the words. I don't know what fonts I use because I made this a while ago, and just never cut it out. And but it's not Cricut, so it's on my system. Um, but anyway, so I like it, and I can't wait to hear what the little ones have to say about it. Um, Grandpa, you're old. Now I shared Monday night. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you heard it or not. I'm going to shut that. Oh, wait. I should move it up to the fifth. Okay. Move it up to 350 and down to 15 seconds. So get that, and then I'll shut it off. Anyway, so the I always I always tell the great grands that when I went to school, dinosaurs were still roaming the earth. So little Miss asks me, Chi, what are the cavemen's names? As if they're my personal friends. So um I said, honey, it's just like now, they're just names. Everybody has their own names. Thank you, Dee. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make mine and see. So for 6 months, that would be February. So February, I can start wearing that one for 69, changing to 70. All right, so I did the rainbow. This is going to be fuchsia. I think I'm going to do this, and then I can hand place that. What's our time? 34. Okay. I'm on StreamYard. StreamYard, they cut you off at 2 hours. So, but I did a lot of the pre stuff so that I don't keep y'all on here long anyway. But my daughter-in-law went to HEB on Monday thinking it would be okay. She did all her Sam's shopping on Sunday, and then just she wanted some small, not bulk size things. And and so she went to HEB thinking it's going to be okay, that more people will be shopping today. So um but it was crowded. Okay, um I'm gonna turn it around this way, so it's not hanging over the edge. I'm sorry, you'll be seeing it upside down. This is my first time using olivine, and I know olivine and fuchsia look really good together. So I'm hoping I'm hoping it's not gonna be too dark. Oh, I didn't even think about that on a black shirt. Sorry, we're gonna yeah, that's it is gonna be. I have the other thing I have is that's out here is Peridot AB, but that color shifts to um blue. It has a lot of blue in it, blue and green, which is pretty. I love it. But well, you know what? I think I have a gray shirt. I try to replace it, like, when I use it, then the next time I get some Cash App. The Cash App money, when people bless my channel with Cash App, then that's what I do is buy supplies for the channel. This one, it's SS6. So this design, like I said, it's a couple years, but it was in this laptop. So I uploaded it into Cricut, but I never cut it out. And then I was like, I need because I wanted to do more shirts for the season. Not necessarily when I say season, I'm not talking about like a holiday season. I'm talking about um thankful, grateful, and blessed. Um, so in other words, a category that's in my shop. And so I wanted more of that. So this, I had to cut this hole. Now it's not big enough for eh. So anyway, so then I found that and I go, oh, because it wasn't in my, oh, it should have been in my other one because I uploaded it anyway. So I have my ring light and it was shining so bright. Um, it just like made like the white ring or on my face, and so I it has like the filters. It has orange, and so I took two of the things out, the sides, and put the orange ones in, and now it's not so bad. Um, but because of our storm, which it seems have passed. Oh, let me shut this on. That's going to be interesting. Tomorrow is be the first time. Oh no, it wouldn't be the second time. The first time that I had Thanksgiving with her parents, we were still in California, and we had it at her sister's house, and of course there was over 40 people there. I'm not kidding. I mean, family having, it was like they had a lot of family. So some spoke English, so it was okay. And gosh, that was 11 years ago because my granddaughter was pregnant with her first born. And anyway, the whole backyard was filled with tables and hot plates and stuff like that. Mama makes tamales for the whole neighborhood. I mean, it's not just to eat for the there. It's everybody gets to take home stuff, and of course, I lived in Sacramento, and this was Southern California, and so I think I did take some home, but they had to. We had to. I think we had to freeze them. Um, Otherwise, because the flight, it's an all day flight, no matter how you look at it, because nothing is direct. Oh, I was flying on. I had enough points. I had enough flight points, but and she just cooks, 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 cooks. So, all right, blessed is done. Now let's see if I can transfer these over. So the Pat Chat crew, we're not live tomorrow. We'll be back next Thursday. Um, Everybody's going to be with their families, so uh, we will not be filming from our dinner tables. Um, and then Night Owl Crafting will be back on Monday, our usual time, 9:15 Central. And it certainly was fun. Thank you to all my new subscribers. It was fun having them in chat Monday night. A lot from the Pacific timeline. Okay. So fuchsia, I gotta be careful because I took the lid off. So fuchsia is going to be the loved, and these hearts down below underneath. All right. So that's going to be real tricky. And usually, if I was by myself, I would just hand place these little hearts. But I'll brush in what I can brush in, and then because a lot of them are upside down. So this challenge that I was mentioned, Patrice had just announced it last night in her live, and it will begin December 1st. And you you don't have to have an Instagram channel, but you do have to have a a Facebook business page, and that's different than a Facebook group page, and and then or Instagram. And so you'll be posting every day a little something what you're doing. So um it's she explains it on her channel, but it starts December 1st. It runs for 25 days. So I guess it ends Christmas. And we'll have accountability partners. So I'm sure she'll be mentioning it again, and maybe post the rules and regulations. Don't think there's any prizes. I think the prize will be the growth in your business, for those of you doing crafting as a business, and and of course getting a closer bond with the community, since the community is going to be holding everybody accountable. I remember when I first started doing solo lives, and I had someone that would call me and, "Hey, I thought you were going live today." And it was because, with fibromyalgia, and I know a lot of you have it, you just really never know. You never know what your body is gonna allow you to do for the day. And so I have had it for many, many years. And I actually had it before they even knew what it was called. And they just kept telling me, "Oh, it's rheumatoid arthritis." And I was like, "When did you tell me it was rheumatoid arthritis? And why?" So anyway, they were just making up stuff. Anyway, so for those of you that do have fibromyalgia, and everybody's symptoms are different, and stuff. But for me, I learned what I can do and I know what I can't do. My night owl crafting, when I'm up all night long, I need to take the next day off. And it's not being lazy, it's doing self care. It's allowing my body to catch up, recover. And I'm not going to change that. I'm going to continue doing that. But so anyway, I know what's going to trigger a flare up. And so I try and avoid that. So one thing that helps me when I'm doing my lives that I have scheduled is to be prepared. Because if I'm not prepared, that means that I have a heightened um, anxiety, and the anxiety is like lava in my skin. And then that's when I won't be able to move my arms and stuff. So I know what I'm going to do. I have a whiteboard that I have ideas off to the side, what I want to do, and then I've scheduled it. I have everything scheduled, and it's flexible, because I have um I have it's not these, it's the square ones. They were here. They're shifted somewhere. But anyway, they're the square post-it notes, and they fit perfectly inside a calendar page on my whiteboard. And then so I have them. Here they are. So this size. So then I have what I'm going to do, and if it's not going to work out for that day, then I just move it to another day, as long as I don't already have the thumbnail made. And so just having things planned out helps helps me stay um, stay in out of a flare up. I know that when I go to the doctors, hey Lena, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I know you're a busy girl. Um, so I know when I go to the doctors, just having to get up that early in the morning to go to the doctors, and I want the first appointment that they have. Otherwise, you're waiting because, like, if somebody's late for their appointment, that pushes everybody back. And then I'm waiting and sitting there with all those people. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help me. Even though, like, I take my word search and I just sit there because they don't let you use your phones. They don't let you have your phones out. And so then so I'm doing my word search, and it takes to take to stay calm. But then all the poking, prodding, and the injections, I need to just go home and go to bed uh, to recover, and then generally I'm good the next morning, the next day. Sometimes I can't believe. See, I do that. So I was pulling that out, and now I messed this up. But now I have colors mixed together a little bit, maybe. But I'm aware of it, so we'll get them knocked back into place. Anyway, so um, so my blessing. So I went Friday, and um, the last surgery I had, they did get all the cancer, and um, and so now I don't go back to for 6 months. So I go back in May. So that's going to be great. but I can tell, because my throat is raspy again, so I know I'll have to have endoscopy again. Make sure that everything is still clear there. All right, that wasn't so bad, except for I just knocked another one out again. All right, so that's not bad. That's all done. And I'm going to carefully move it. That is pretty. I'm gonna see if I can, because this is really dark on the black shirt. All right, so I'm gonna carefully. Well, those of you that are cooking today, then hopefully you will not have a whole lot of cooking to do tomorrow, so you can be relaxed and enjoy the meal with everybody. I know when I had my family, my kids, my husband, um, we all did. We all had. It was a well-oiled machine. We had every one of the kids had what they needed to do, like peeling potatoes and this and that, and they had their part in it. And of course, my husband was to make the meat, and I did all the sides, and the kids were all our little sous chefs. And that's what we're trying to do with the little ones, is so that they can be their daddy's sous chef, and give them something to do, that's not just ordering pizza. Yeah, yeah, because that one hurt, and it hurts when they take the stitches out because it forms a scab, and that was on my back. And I'm always grateful when it's not melanoma, because those were the kind that um they were stage 3 of the kind of cancer that they were. And that kind is the kind that turns into melanoma. And you know melanoma, it's pretty much all gone. I mean, in my mind, melanoma, then it's over. If anybody survives having that, I haven't met them. So we're going to stay positive, and that's the other key too, is um I don't want to get religious, but just knowing that it's not God that gives you anxiety. And so then I can just, when I recognize that, oh, I feel anxiety, then I just tell it to be gone, because it's not him. Fuchsia is so pretty, and it does look good with the. I know you can't really see the beauty of the olivine in there, but I see a gray shirt, but I know that's not my size. That's a smaller size. So I've almost lost enough weight. I tried on a large, and mm, It fits, but it's a little snug, so we'll just keep on keep on doing chair exercises and just, just being mindful of what I'm eating. Or okay, so stuffing and dressing. What's the difference? I thought stuffing is called stuffing because it gets stuffed inside the turkey. And dressing is because it's cooked outside of the turkey. What do you know? Educate me. And we're not having turkey, so there's no stuffing, to be concerned about. She always cooks a ham and she puts the pineapple rings on it. And then HEB gives you, when you buy a ham, they give you a turkey. And so they do cook the turkey and then they put it in, like, not for this holiday, but she'll shred it, she'll cook it and she'll shred it and put it in. I don't know the name of it. It's Mexican. Stuffing in the turkey and dressing outside the turkey. Okay, Cheryl. That's what I thought too. But in chat last night, people were saying dressing, so that must mean they cook it outside. Now, I had a client when I had my dog sitting business, and she would invite me over, and she always had to have everything so fancy. She had made seafood dressing, and actually, it was stuffing because she stuffed it inside the turkey, and or she baked it. I can't remember. I just know it didn't turn out, so she had to rush off to the store and get something else, and but yeah, it was all fancy, as my son says, fancy. Now, when I made stuffing, because we always did, a lot of people don't stuff turkey anymore, but that to me is the best. Yeah, because then all the juices and everything just marries together so well. And we would cook all the innards that would, it comes in a bag and then they stuff it in there. we would cook that and then chop it up and add it into it and blend it with like celery and stuff. And but we did it before the kids would see what it was. Like, well, we're eating a heart. Child, you just don't even know what you eat. And we were always taught, when you go to someone's house, you eat what's served. And and so we raised our kids that way too. And we were traveling. We used to do road trips a lot and visit friends because my husband was Air Force, and so um, we'd visit all his buddies and stuff, and we always had a place to stay. And they were serving pig's feet, and you just eat it. You just watch. If you don't know how to eat it, you just watch and learn how to eat it. And I don't know that well, there wasn't enough meat on the bones, but we ate it. Um, one time going over to um, my in-laws in Alabama, and this is um, gosh, in the 70s, and they had like hogs and they had chickens and stuff. And I just, because I come from a hunting family, so I'm used to seeing animals hanging, and my uncle would hang his deer from the trees, and they lived across the school. They lived across the street from the school, and we got some principal that when I was a child, we got a principal that wasn't from our area. In our area, all of our dads we're hunters, so we're well familiar with how things are done. Anyway, so she did not look like looking out her window of her principal's office and seeing deer hanging, but you have to drain the blood. So he had to build something in the backyard, and he grew evergreen trees so that it would be a shield, block it. But anyway, so go over to my sister-in-law's future sister-in-law, because we weren't married yet, future sister-in-law's house, and they had pigs and uh, chicken, those little banty chickens, little like Cornish hens actually, like, but they were banty. Anyway, so there was a hog hanging on the line, and I didn't think anything of it. And they had a smokehouse, and so oh, that sausage and bacon sure tasted good, and it was quite different, and that was because it was fresh. It was good. All right, I just have 2 more. We'll go ahead and turn that on. Then I'm gonna see if I have a gray shirt. I pulled out a black one, but I am careful. Looks like everything's in there. No, I don't see any extra. Whoops. Let me take the lid off. Okay, my colors again for a recap. I did rainbow for the thankful up at the top, and fuchsia for the loved, and for the little hearts. And I used olivine for for the and blessed. So thankful, loved, and blessed. All right. See if I can do better with this. Oh, I did it exactly. I did it 11 inches. I thought that I did it extra. Okay, so I'll have to be careful with this since it's the same length of. Beautiful. Thank you, Dee. And now I can see the olivine in there. Um, so that landed good. I've used fresh sheets. Um, uh, um, so that was a plus. Sometimes it still scatters. Okay, so there we go. Everything's out. Oh, so like this, it's a good way to take a look at your stones. Let me see. Here's one that doesn't have glue on it, so I need to replace that stone. Okay, everything else looks good. Okay, everything else looks good. It's so pretty. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, well, it's navy, not gray, but it you really can't tell the navy unless you're up against. That'd be fine. I dropped my big Teflon sheet on the other side of the table. Can't, I can't get to it right now. But this is gonna be fine because I'm only doing that and then that. So this one is a Gildan soft style, and the one I made my son's is the heavy cotton. He likes that. He's a Marine. He doesn't need foo-foo. My least favorite part of making shirts is finding the center. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Spilling. Spilling the diversity. Okay, so I'm going to do the thankful first. I'm going to kind of find the center of that. So my AutoPress doesn't give me enough pressure. I was I was on Team Stones Fall Off until I discovered I need to use an extra pad for thickness and then a pressing pillow. Those are the things I had to do to join the team No Stones Fall Off. Thank you, Dee. It's it's really hard to find it because the font is not, it's kind of playful. Okay, so I'm going to press that. I do the 350, but I do 15 seconds instead of 12, according to Eve's directions. That rainbow is gorgeous. I love it. I don't have icy stones, so I have to be in love with the ones that I have. Okay, so now the F is going to fit right in here. And I think olivine is too dark for what I would want was looking for. Um, I don't know. It looks perfect to me. I don't know if you heard that. 5 houses down, my neighbor has a Camaro, and he's my age. He's a Camaro. I always know when he starts it up, it's vroom, it's the big old rev. I remember Eve had a neighbor. I don't know if he's still there or not, but all the time she would go live, he's revving his motorcycle out there. I don't know. I don't know. Let me just see. Okay, that's it. I think what's throwing me off, and I'll show you once I get this pressed, what's throwing me off. Yeah, Jess. Um, you are working. Um, I know you're not going to have any problem um, with that challenge that Patrice is doing if if you join it, which I'm sure you will. You're really not doing anything different. You're working every day, posting every day. Not much of a challenge for you. Although come January, when you're doing what you're going to be doing new, maybe. All right. All right. Now I turn them inside out and press the inside too. It's my time. Oh, an hour and a half. That's good timing. Let's see. Oh, let's see. It looks good. Hey, V. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. All right. Is that backwards to you guys? That's my camera. Let me see if I. So this is rainbow, fuchsia, and olivine. Oh, wait. I'm in my camera. I'll have to take it over. I'll have to take it over to the family's house and take a picture of it. Spilling diversity. V wants to know what time to expect her over for dinner to eat. Okay, so there's that one. So we got that one. Got the bling that I'm going to wear for tomorrow. I'll take it over today so I can take my pictures because they have the good lighting that really shows off the bling. And then I made this shirt um, for my son for his 50th birthday, but I'm giving it to him today so that he can start wearing it before he turns 50. I know it looks in the camera, it looks crooked, but it's not. So all I did was it's on a black shirt, and all of this is there's no, it's just white HTV. And then the color of the shirt is what's shining through. So it's just easy. I did like a square, made it in the size I need. Well, actually, I started like with a 5 by 5 square, did another square inside, sliced it out to create the thin line up here. Then added this in there, sliced it out, and then added these, sliced it out, and then added the numbers and sliced it out. So it's all shapes, and then numbers and letters. And I designed that from a picture that they sent me. So yeah, um, so I'm going to be making. I like it. I like it so much. I'm going to be making one for me with 6. Leave that alone. This will be 6, and that'll be 7. But I don't need to wear that one until like February when it's my 6 month. Because I'll be 70 in August. Leo. So I'm grateful y'all came here. I was like concerned, because there were so many pop-ups today and probably going to be going on through the day and going on through tomorrow. People pop in and doing premieres and stuff like that, which um, Patrice had posted one this morning. I was in it for a little while. So those of you that went to Bling Fest or would like to see Bling Fest, she posted a premiere this morning on Bling Fest 2025, and so I'll be watching that again sometime in my downtime today. When I am done here, I'm going. I'm going to the store and then heading over to the family's house. I'm going to be making the glitter ornaments with my great grandson, and while we're making the eggs for tomorrow, and so that my son will be able to have eggs in the morning while all the ladies are in the kitchen cooking, and he can't get in there or he'll get put to work. Anyway, I love it. I hope he's gonna love it, and I hope he wears it tomorrow to dinner. And so and then I love this one that I am wearing this one tomorrow. Um, it's thankful, loved, and blessed. And you can see in this camera, I used rainbow for the thankful, loved is fuchsia, and blessed is olivine. I'm going to try again. I'm going to make it again. Maybe put it on a tote. And instead of olivine, I will find I wanted to do peridot because I'm thinking in that, in the rainbow, how it has the different colors. It's definitely fuchsia, but it kind of looks more peridot. Um, and I think that peridot would be a lighter color, which then will show up better. Um, and I put it on this gray shirt, which actually is it's navy. But I put it on there because I thought it would be too dark on the black. It wouldn't show up. And anyway, I love it. I'll take that over to the house tonight as well, because, like I said, they have the really good lighting um, that just really gets these to sparkle, and so that's really good for the website. So that's all I have for today. And um, your shirt turned out great too. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. There's still 8 here. Um, and and I'm so grateful that you're here. And that's what I'm grateful for, is this channel, and what it helps me do, because um, being a retiree in a new state where you don't know anybody but your family, and if your family's busy, then anyway. So having you all here, it's a blessing, and and I say many times in my lives when I'm struggling, if y'all weren't here, I would have put that in the PhD box, projects half done. But because you're here and you're encouraging me to keep moving on, um, I do get it finished. This shirt that I have on, this design came from, it's in Design Bundles Plus, and the stones are it's the crystal volcano. So I think that they're the perfect fall colors, because it's the golds, the oranges, the greens. It's just beautiful. And this one, I wanted this one to um, be able to, like, have its glory all throughout the year. Oh, see, I have oh, my daughter that lived in Tennessee is now back here in California, but she's up in the Dallas Fort Worth area vicinity, um, with her sisters. And then the other one that was here, she's now in California. So they're like, you just get them all here, and then they start spreading out again. But I have lots of family in Tennessee as well. A lot of friends. We all kind of left California at the same time. It was a caravan getting out of there. Anyway, that's all I have. I'm so blessed to have you all here. And for those of you, here, please remember to hit the thumbs up button. And then also for those of you coming and watching the replay, please hit the thumbs up button as well. And thank you for watching the replay. And please leave a comment under the video so that I know that you were here. And I'm just so grateful for the opportunities um, to be here with you and um, entertain you. So anyway, thank you again so much. Love you. Peace. Bye.